Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're taking some seriously dense, cutting-edge longevity science and distilling it down into something you can literally use tomorrow morning. We're talking about the ultimate anti-aging breakfast blueprint.
Now, I know that sounds a bit like science fiction, right? Tricking your cells into aging backward, but the research poses a genuinely fascinating question. Can specific morning foods actually hijack our biology to fight the aging process? Because as it turns out, breakfast isn't just about waking up and getting some energy. It's a biological intervention that directly dictates how our cells age.
Okay, let's dive into this. To fight aging, we first have to know the villain. As we get older, our cells break down due to two main threats. First, there's immunosenescence, which is basically the aging of our immune system. And second, we have inflammaging, which is this chronic, low-grade inflammation. When these two team up, they create what scientists actually call zombie cells. These are cells that stop dividing, but they refuse to die off, and they just sit there driving up frailty and DNA damage. But here's where it gets really exciting. There's a scientific loophole out there called caloric restriction mimetics, or CRMs for short. So we've known for a while that fasting triggers autophagy. That's the cellular recycling process that cleans out damaged proteins. Well, CRMs are bioactive compounds that trick your body into this exact same anti-aging maintenance state without you actually having to starve or skip meals. It's like a complete hack for your cells. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive divide in our food choices. The typical westernized diet, the one packed with processed meats and refined sugars, that directly feeds the chronic inflammation and disease risk we were just talking about. But plant-based, CRM-loaded diets do the exact opposite. They actively counteract all that damage by supplying the specific compounds your body needs to trigger that cellular recycling process. Let's look at a really specific ingredient you might literally already have sitting in your spice rack: curcumin. It's derived from turmeric, and research shows it is an absolutely powerful shield against inflammaging. It literally halts the accumulation of those aging zombie cells we talked about and completely disrupts those aging-related signaling pathways. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the timeline. We usually think of anti-aging as something that takes decades to measure, right? But a recent Stanford clinical trial found that a diet high in fermented foods took just 10 weeks, barely 2.5 months, to cause a measurable drop in 19 different inflammatory proteins. And optimizing that gut microbiome yields some truly stunning results. By consuming live cultures, stuff like yogurt or kefir, participants significantly boosted their microbiome diversity, which directly cools down inflammation. In fact, studies link this regular intake to a measurable reversal in biological age. We're talking about people clocking in at 0.3 years younger on their cellular aging markers. Now let's combine that gut health with healthy fats. You know how walnuts kind of look like little brains? Well, it turns out that might not be a coincidence at all. Data from the massive Nurses Health study shows that walnuts are actually the only nut packed with significant plant-based omega-3s. Eating them just twice a week gave women 20% higher odds of being classified as a healthy ager. That means maintaining a sharp memory and totally avoiding chronic diseases as they got older. So the crucial point is how we actually put all the science onto one plate. Inspired by the world's longest living people, this anti-aging breakfast synthesizes everything we've covered today. You've got your berries for that collagen-boosting vitamin C. You've got walnuts and seeds for those brain-protecting omega-3s. Toss in some leafy greens to help with skin detoxification. If you're into a savory breakfast, add some fatty fish like sardines for skin elasticity. And then tie the whole shebang together with a fermented side like kefir or yogurt to keep your microbiome diverse and absolutely inflammation-free. Look, aging might be an inevitable part of life, but how you age, that is largely in your hands. Or more accurately, in your breakfast ball. You don't need some wildly expensive miracle serum. You just need to trust your plate to trigger that cellular recycling and calm down the inflammation. So, taking all this incredible science into account, I really have to ask you, what will you be putting on your plate tomorrow morning?